Now silent peak is found where time can... This is the line which we had done last time. Now silent peak is found where time can... Silent peak, I told you, this is a direct reference to Keats's sonnet on seeing Chapman's Homer, the translation of Chapman's Homer. When Keats read that thing, because he does not know Greek language and he is not aware of what is there present in the Greek literature, when Chapman's Homer in English translation appears, and when when Keats reads that thing, then the whole world of Greek literature opens out to him, and then he sees, oh, a new star has come into my view. In this sky, the way the astronomer is kind of spotting a new star in that way, or when the explorers of the New World, the Spanish explorers, when they go to the West and discover America, and at a distance in the Pacific Ocean, they see an island, Darien, the island. When they see an island, they become suddenly jubilant, silent on a peak in Darien. They see through the telescope an island there, and the whole crew becomes absolutely happy and jubilant with that thing. So, that is the kind of a new peak is found. Then you get out of this entanglement, these diagonal lines, you have found a door of escape. It is not the door of ivory gate, it is not the gate of hall, it is not the gate of ivory, it is not the postern gate. You have opened out something from within you, and you have discovered a silent peak to that vision. No silent peak is found where time can rest. But now Ashwapati is looking for that silent peak where the time can go and have repose. This was a magic stream that reached no sea. A magic stream keeps on moving. But because of magics, it does not find its sea. It does not know, it has stopped. This sea, the river is there, the flow is there, but it does not know it has stopped completely, you see. Now, this was a magic stream that reached no sea. Now, stream of consciousness. That is what it means, stream of consciousness. Magic stream of consciousness which is moving forward, and it is the stream of consciousness which is taking you forward. But the stream of consciousness is not aware where it is going to go. What is its sea of that, it has no idea. Was magic stream. Now, stream of consciousness, he uses, see, we have seen now, ivory gate, gate of iron, postern gate, then silent peak on Darien. Now here, the magic stream, the stream of consciousness. This is fourth reference Shivan is bringing here. This refers to, this is well illustrated in James Joyce's Ulysses, the novel James Joyce, stream of consciousness, how he describes to the stream of consciousness all the events. They look disconnected. They don't seem to have any connection at all, and they don't know where things are going to go. They have absolutely no idea. I got a passage here from James Joyce. You want me to read that? Okay. I don't know whether we can make any head or tail, but let us read that. Stranger dreams verily are baffling and unclear of means of, and invites today find fulfillment in all things for men. From Ulysses, his big novel, Ulysses, big novel. That is one of the most outstanding contributions of James Joyce based on stream of consciousness. When the theory, psychological theory of stream of consciousness was given towards the end of the 19th century, then a new type of literature started appearing. And James Joyce, an Irish writer, very famous, very inventive, very creative, something very highly involved. She has a very high opinion about him, James Joyce. And then he says that James Joyce says, a quarter after what an earthly hour, I suppose they are just getting up in China, and now coming out their pigtails for the day well soon had the nuns ringing the angels. They have nobody coming in to spoil their sleep except an old priest or two for his night office. See, that is how the consciousness, all phrases are kind of disconnected, but then they have got their own inner link, you see. An old priest or two for his night office. The alarm clock next door at cock shout, clattering the brains out of itself. Let me see if I can daze of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What kind of flower? The clock is striking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What kind of flowers are those they invented? Like these, the wallpaper in Lombard Street was much nicer. The apron he has given was like that something only. I only wore it twice. Better lower this lamp and try again so that I can get up early. Well, now all these phrases look absolutely incoherent and they are moving very pretty fast. They are moving pretty. If you go through all these phrases carefully, there is a kind of a hidden link and a continuity of idea and thought behind all things. But the priest is coming, this is happening, that is happening, 1, 2, 3, 4 clock is striking, the stream of consciousness is moving. The whole novel, a big thick novel, is written in this kind of language, very difficult language like that, you see. So a magic stream, but ultimately a magic stream that has not reached any end, you see. So Sri Aurobindo uses all these references very, very powerfully in Savitri. Actually, if you want to psychicize your Savitri, you have to have a kind of a globality of vision. You have to know all the literary contents of this world and interiorize them. They have to be interiorized, they have to become a part of your thinking and thought and process. They have to go away. Then only this Savitri also becomes enriched like that, you see. This was a magic stream that reached no sea. What a pitiful thing. Life is moving like a stream of consciousness. There is no way of escape, neither the gate of ore, nor the gate of ivory, nor the postern gate, no silent peak from which you can see anything. All gone, gone, gone. However far he went, wherever turned, however far he went, wherever turned. He, of course, stands for Ashwapati. However far he went, wherever he turned. Now, this phrasing of this line, however far he went, wherever he turned, it is reminiscent of Wordsworth's line. I look here, I look there, I find no anything at all. This looks reminiscent of Wordsworth's line, you see. The wheel of verse ran with him and outstream. Always a farther task was left to do. So he is doing this. Ultimately, no, this is not sufficient. You have to keep on doing. The wheel of verse. Wheel of verse, the wheel is a sign of completeness. You see, the wheel is in proper shape. It means the movement can become proper. Wheel. But that wheel is not in proper state. The beauty of the wheel lies in its completeness. But if the wheel is broken, it is not complete, then you cannot really move also like that. The wheel of verse ran with him and outstream. Always a farther task was left to do. Whatever he has achieved in this circumstance, that is not sufficient. A beat of action, not a cry of souls. A beat of action, yes. Beat of action. He is doing something, beat of action. And a cry of soul forever grew in that unquiet world. For whom? In him. For Ashwapati. For Ashwapati. A busy murmur filled the heart of time. A busy murmur filled the heart of time. A busy murmur. A busy, I am. The murmur, I am. Heart filled, again I am. The heart, I am. of time I am. All the 5 feet are iambic feet, you see. A busy mama fills the heart of time. A busy mama fills the heart. What a beautiful line, no? So musical also, you see. And a very simple line. There is nothing complicated. A busy mama fills the heart of time. See the smoothness with which the poetry is moving there. A busy mama fills the heart of time. All was contrivance and unceasing stir. Yes, upon trying, unceasing stir. It moves on. 100 ways to live were tried in vain. Do this, do that, but nothing is succeeding. Because the wheel of life works ran, but not moving forward, you see. All 100 ways to live were tried in vain. A sameness that assured 1,000 forms strove to escape from its long monotone and make new things that soon were like the old. So you try to make something new, think that you have made something new, but again the same thing, old repetition. It's the same wine again and again, put in a new bottle. Nothing is new coming out of that thing, you see, all the while. And made new things, and made new things, and made, I am, new things, spontaneous. The soul, I am, well, like spirit, the old, I am. It's a monosyllabic line, absolutely monosyllabic line, and made new things. But the spontaneous gives such force to the line, you see. New things. New becomes absolutely powerful here. And made new things that soon were like the old. A curious decoration lured the eye, and novel values furbished ancient tales. The new. To cheat the mind with the idea of change. Yeah, well, so all these things are happening as if you are cheating yourself. To cheat the mind with idea of change, as if you have changed things, but they are not really changing at all, the whole thing. The wheel of life. The whole life is balanced in an aspect becomes focused and otherwise neglected. The wheel is without balance, no? A curious decoration lured the eye, and novel values furbished. Furbished, the exact meaning is to restore to freshness of appearance, of good condition. Furbish means to restore to freshness of appearance or good condition. Values furbished, ancient themes, they have been kind of restored back to cheat. So you have restored the old values. To cheat for what? Mind with idea, as if you have changed them. But you have not really transformed them at all. A different picture that was the same. So again, you think that you have changed something, you have achieved something new, but it is the same old stuff. You think you have discovered, you have made new discoveries in physics, but they are not really new in a certain sense. After all, you are kind of repeating the same thing in the same manner. Maybe whether you call this thing an electron or you call this thing a proton or this thing, it's the same thing. It is not really new in that sense, you see. A new discovery comes in a different way altogether. When the classical physics enters into the domain of quantum physics, when the relativity appears, then there is a drastic change. Until then, the new discoveries are not really new. All that was being done is kind of a taking a new shape of what was the old. The whole of thermodynamics is redoing on its own basis the same thing again and again. But the moment quantum mechanics appears, the moment relativity appears, the whole thing is changed. But now again, today, we have fallen into that trap. Whatever we do, well, it is the same quantum mechanics you are doing. You are not really introduced something absolutely new in that sense, you see. You have, in quantum mechanics, you are refurbishing all that is there with you. The same tool, same idea, same concept, you are utilizing in different manner. You are refurbishing it. You have not really introduced a new way. You have not gained any new insight into things. Why it is so that you have not been able to answer like that, you see. A curious decoration lured the eye, and novel values furbish ancient themes to cheat the mind. So we are cheating ourselves today with quantum mechanics and relativity. Yes, that is the ultimate theory, But sorry, it is not that. You see, that is what we think. You see. We are cheating ourselves. In other words, there is a great hope. There is a great expectation that something will happen tomorrow, and this idea of quantum mechanics and relativity will acquire a new vision, a new formulation will take place, and new discoveries of the physical world will be made. That is the hope. See, you can't live quantum mechanics. Yes, it has done miracles. Certainly it has done miracles, worked out something wonderful. But you can't say that everything is based on indeterminacy, based on chance, on probability. There is a probability of this happening or that happening. You can't really live on probability. There has to be kind of a definiteness inside. Now that has to come, and we are waiting for that deterministic view of correct knowledge, of true knowledge. We are living in the world of quantum mechanics, which is basically a theory based on probability. Probability. It may go this way or it may. What is the chance? It will go, well, the experiment will tell me. I can't tell you beforehand whether it will go like this or like that. I can't tell you. Experiment will tell you. So you have fallen back on something else, not upon your own theory and your own idea. So it has to go. So in a way, we can say, yes, it has done miracles. It has brought wonderful results and all that thing. You have got internet, you have got space science and all that kind of a thing today because of quantum mechanics. But still, it is a provisional theory. The real theory is being awaited. And a new science, the future physics has to discover the true science of it.